Yeah, remember at the beginning when it said be careful about fool's gold? It's going to play through the whole damn sound until the very end when you find out if you found a real thing or just another headache. Great, so now I've gone from mindless work to menial work. Well, time to pull out the good old calculator app and see what this stuff adds up to. Bro, what do you mean you made a mistake? I did this on a calculator. Calculators don't lie. Alright, so let's try this again. 5416, 7325, carry the 1, and we got the correct answer. Thank God. Alright, you know what? That answer wasn't wrong. You're just an idiot. Oh look, the demon of pointless tasks. What's next? The demon of needlepoint? Okay, I'm really starting to believe at this point that the writers of this game had dirty pictures of the heads of Mastertronic with farm animals or something like that. That's about the only reasoning I can give behind why this whole game exists. I mean, take a look at this. Would someone who's trying to code a serious game put this sort of thing in there? It's ridiculous. Okay, so now we must give the number of the beast. Well, you know what? This should be pretty simple. Everybody knows what that is. Huh, I guess not. Well, considering that this is Mastertronic we're talking about, I'm not surprised. Okay, so he gives us 9, let's give him 9 back. That gives me 81. Well, so let's give him 81 back. Okay, that is more than the number of the beast. Well, if you can't tell, whatever number you give him, he's going to multiply by the number he gives you. It just keeps going on like that. So we need to get to 666. So in this case, since he gives us 6, we give him right back 111. And now we can finally pass. And welcome to the most obtuse puzzle in the history of text adventures. This one is harder to figure out than even the bar room in the original Zork 1. The escape kit says beyond the mirror is where our next task lies. So let's see what we can find out about the mirror. Well, look doesn't tell us anything. Examine doesn't tell us anything. Take doesn't tell us anything. So what are we supposed to do now? Oh look, Zenobi actually wants to pipe in and be helpful for once. It's just, what the hell are we supposed to do at this point? Nothing is working. Might as well ask Zenobi. Wait a minute. So now our shield actually has a use. Stop the presses, they actually did something with the shield in this game. It's about the only point in this entire game that the shield is going to do anything. Okay, seriously. Can somebody tell me how we're supposed to figure that out on our own? You know, we haven't used the shield to this point, and we're never going to use it again, and suddenly we're supposed to know, type in shield forward, and we're going to get going? Oh good, a genius lamp. Maybe I can wish for cyanide pills with my first wish. Yes, the lamp just said, that tickles. And now we actually find a useful item in this entire game. Even more useful than the rings. Yes, practically all the items we find at this point are going to talk to us. It's probably just more a figment of our deranged imagination. The whole point with the abacus, it's a useless item. It's not going to let you go until you give it a number. And then it complains if it doesn't like the numbers that you give it. As you can tell, the King of the Shaggoths has a very poor accountant on his staff. And you wonder why he's charging everybody exorbitant rent. Unfortunately, this game won't let you use the axe on yourself. You know, it's sections like this that make me believe, after they were done with Mastertronic, whoever wrote this game went on to make Microsoft Bob. It's just as useless. And thanks to some divine intervention, we actually reached the treasure vault without having to deal with the stupid abacus again. Here we are at the fruits of our labor, the Ring of Time. Unfortunately, now it's stuck, as Zenobia is not being a single bit of help. And like being shut in here as a punishment, as long as I don't have to deal with anything else out there, I actually consider it a reward. Well, besides earning our PhD in horticulture, at least now we see what we need to do. Since those acorns will grow instantly, we need to get one and jam it into the crack in the wall. It's just really more a question at this point as to how to actually get one of the acorns. Can't do take acorn because it says it's out of reach. Can't cut down the tree because it's just going to grow right back up. So we got to climb the tree, and everybody's complaining about you climbing the tree, but you know what? I really don't care. Again, there's only one specific command that'll let you climb down the tree. Wonderful job here, Mastertronic. You know, if you want to check out a really good command parser, there's a couple of games for the Apple IIe I could recommend. Sherwood Forest, Masquerade, or even Empire World Builders. Those are games that give me examples of people that put a lot of time and effort into a command parser to make a game actually entertaining. Those are also the only games that you'll find the Labyrinth of Pottymouth, which is probably the most entertaining room in any adventure that's ever been coded. The only command that's going to work here is plant the acorn. You gotta tell it to plant it in the crack. Yes, so now we actually have to type in, please may I have the water. Can you believe that? Good. Now let's get the hell out of here. I'm tired of this place. Oh, poor little Zenobia. He can't continue to follow us around and suck away our purity points. But you know what? So long, goodbye, and good riddance. Time for another break and another reference number. Well, thank you again for tuning in for Let's Play the Black Crystal. This has been the Almighty Bob. I'll see you next time for rings number 5 and 6, and map 5, the Temple of the Fire Demon. See you soon.